face the Sacramento Kings. Clippers on Winnipeg Jets. Penguins on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 941. Jets on Internet 951. 10 p.m. Anaheim Ducks face the Buffalo Sabres. Ducks on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 920. Sabres on Internet 922. On the PGA Tour at 9 a.m., catch full coverage of the RSM Classic on Sirius XM and Internet channels 92. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Friday, November the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 7 p.m., Washington Wizards taking the Boston Celtics. Wizards on Sirius 137 XM 212 and Internet 909. Celtics on Internet 881. 7 p.m. Philadelphia 76ers take on the Brooklyn Nets. 76ers on Sirius 138 XM 213 and Internet 902. Nets on Internet 882. 7:30 p.m. New Orleans Pelicans face the Golden State Warriors. Pelicans on Sirius XM channels 86, Internet 898. Warriors on Internet 889. 8 p.m. Houston Rockets face the Portland Trailblazers. Rockets on Sirius 161 XM 216 and Internet 890. Blazers on Internet 904. 8 p.m. Milwaukee Bucks face the Indiana Pacers. Bucks on Sirius 160 XM 215 and Internet 896. Pacers on Internet 891. 8 p.m. Chicago Bulls face the Atlanta Hawks. Bulls on Sirius 139 XM 214 and Internet 884. Hawks on Internet 880. 10 p.m. Denver Nuggets face the Dallas Mavericks. Nuggets on Sirius XM channels 86, Internet 887. Mavericks on Internet 886. 10:30 p.m. LA Clippers face the Sacramento Kings. Clippers on Sirius 162 XM 217 and Internet 892. Kings on Internet 905. In the NHL, 7 p.m. Pittsburgh Penguins face the Winnipeg Jets. Penguins on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 941. Jets on Internet 951. 10 p.m. Anaheim Ducks face the Buffalo Sabres. Ducks on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 920. Sabres on Internet 922. On the PGA Tour at 9 a.m., catch full coverage of the RSM Classic on Sirius XM and Internet channels 92. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Friday, November the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 7 p.m., Washington Wizards taking the Boston Celtics. Wizards on Sirius 137 XM 212 and Internet 909. Celtics on Internet 881.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM Channel 89.
I'm Mick Kern with It happened in baseball. September 20th, 1958 and June 11th, 2003. That represents a streak of 6,980 games during which the New York Yankees avoided being no-hit, the longest streak in Major League Baseball history. The 1958 no-hitter was compliments of Baseball Hall of Famer Hoyt Wilhelm, then pitching for the Baltimore Orioles, the first no-no in O's history after relocating from St. Louis 5 years earlier. The next team to no-hit the Yankees was the Houston Astros in 2003. This time around, there was no future Hall of Famer on the mound against the Yankees, just 6 pitchers. Roy Oswalt was only able to go 1 inning that Wednesday evening thanks to a groin injury, but he struck out 2 and didn't give up any hits on 21 pitches. That left the ball in the hands of Peter Monroe, who threw a whopping 57 pitches over 2 2/3 innings, striking out 2 and walking 3, but surrendering 0 hits. That led to Kurt Sarloos, who pitched an inning in the 3rd, racking up 1 K and no hits against. Brad Lidge, who would eventually get credited with the win, was up next, and over his 2 innings on the mound, Lidge struck out 2 and gave up no hits. That led to Octavio Dotel, who recorded 4 strikeouts to the bottom of the 8th as Yankee second baseman Alfonso Soriano reached first on a wild pitch, but he was stranded there. Lastly, Billy Wagner pitched the 9th inning, setting the Yanks down in order, including 2 strikeouts. The Astros tagged the Yankees starter Jeff Weaver for 5 runs and ended up winning this improbable no-hitter 8-0 thanks to 6 pitchers. For It Happened in Baseball, I'm Mick Kern.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Friday, November the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In NCAA college football, 7 p.m., UTSA faces Temple on XM 392 Internet 982. 8 p.m., Michigan State faces Purdue, Michigan State on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84, Purdue on XM and Internet 372. 10 p.m., San Jose State faces UNLV on XM 392 Internet 982. In NCAA college men's basketball, 2:30 p.m., LSU faces Pitt, LSU on XM 382 Internet 972, Pitt on XM and Internet 371. 5 p.m., Temple faces Florida State on XM and Internet 371. 5 p.m., UCF faces Wisconsin, UCF on XM 382 Internet 972, Wisconsin on XM 386 Internet 976. 5:30 p.m., Utah faces Utah Tech on XM 387 Internet 977. 6 p.m., Ohio State faces Campbell on XM 388 Internet 978. 7 p.m., Butler faces Merrimack on Internet 983. 7 p.m., Florida faces Southern Illinois on Sirius 208 XM 190 and Internet 960. 7 p.m., Kentucky faces Jackson State on Sirius 106 XM 191 and Internet 961. 7 p.m., Louisville faces Winthrop on Internet 986. 7 p.m., NC State faces William & Mary on XM 382 Internet 972. 7:30 p.m., Missouri faces Pacific on XM 387 Internet 977. 7:30 p.m., Notre Dame faces Elon on XM 390 Internet 980. 8 p.m., Creighton takes on Nebraska on Sirius 119 XM 201 and Internet 963. Internet 978. 8 p.m., Kansas State faces George Washington on XM 386 Internet 976. 8 p.m., Northwestern faces Pepperdine on XM 389 Internet 979. 8:30 p.m., SMU faces Mississippi State on Internet 985. 9 p.m., Arkansas faces Little Rock on Sirius 208 XM 190 and Internet 960. 10 p.m., UCLA faces Cal State Fullerton on Sirius 158 XM 196 and Internet 958. 10 p.m., Washington faces Alcorn State on XM 382 Internet 972. 10:30 p.m., Arizona faces Duke, Arizona on Sirius 209 XM 198 and Internet 952. Duke on Sirius 210 XM 193 and Internet 955. In NCAA college women's basketball, 7 p.m., Florida State takes on Florida on Sirius 210 XM 193 and Internet 955. 7 p.m., West Virginia takes on Lafayette on Sirius 158 XM 199 and Internet 953. 9:30 p.m., UNLV takes on Oklahoma on Sirius 106 XM 191 and Internet 961. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Friday, November the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In NCAA college football, 7 p.m., UTSA faces Temple on XM 392 Internet 982. 8 p.m., Michigan State faces Purdue, Michigan State on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84, Purdue on XM and Internet 372. 10 p.m., San Jose State faces UNLV on XM 392 Internet 982. In NCAA college men's basketball, 2:30 p.m., LSU faces Pitt, LSU on XM 382 Internet 972, Pitt on XM and Internet 371. 5 p.m., Temple faces Florida State on XM and Internet 371. 5 p.m., UCF faces Wisconsin, UCF on XM 382 Internet 972, Wisconsin on XM 386 Internet 976.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
For Sirius XM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton. You know, there's no doubt that Barry Bonds is a controversial figure, so much so that Major League Baseball's all-time leader in home runs is still not in the Hall of Fame. But there's also no denying the amazing things he did on the field. His 762 home runs are more than anyone has ever hit, 73 coming in the 01 campaign, which is still the all-time record for a single season. But maybe the most remarkable thing about Bonds was how much opposing teams feared him. He walked 2,558 times, which is another Major League record. That's more than 1,000 walks than the 1,539 times he struck out. He was so good that he was walked intentionally 688 times. Of those walks, 41 came with the bases empty, 1 came with the bases loaded. His career was so amazing that the 2001 season in which he hit 73 jacks may not have even been his season. That probably came in 04 when Bonds posted an on-base plus slugging percentage of 1.422. That is also a single-season Major League record. And Bonds did this at the age of 39. Now many suspect him taking performance-enhancing drugs, just like so many others around the game at the time did. But none of them were able to do anything close to what Barry Bonds did. He had all facets of the game. He was a 5-tool player, and he was one of the best. For Sirius XM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
The following is a presentation of Sirius XM Sports.
From Rupp Arena inside Central Bank Center, we are ready to get this party started. It's Kentucky and Jackson State. The Tigers looking for their first win of the season under former NBA. Actually, he's always going to be an NBA champion, but Mo Williams, the head coach, going up against Mark Pope here tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Darren Hedrick subbing in for Tom Leach alongside the Hall of Famer Jack Goose Givens. And Jack, should be a fun one tonight. Kentucky looking, though, first of all, to take care of business.
Yes, they need to do that. They need to get on it early and take care of business, at least deliver a message early that this is going to be for real and that they're ready to play. They were really focused today at shoot-around. Looked really good, I thought, there. Yeah. So it's we'll see if it carries over. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I do think this team is ready to play.
Kentucky clad in the home whites with blue numerals, striping and trim. Jackson State in the navy blue jerseys and shorts. Red and white stripes, red numerals on the back. The opening tap controlled by the Tigers, and they'll set up shop attacking the rim to your right on their opening possession. It's Watson on the dribble, Marcus Watson Jr. They hand it off to Shannon Grant, quickly swing it back on the left side high to Watson. Cross-court pass comes to Grant. Grant puts it on the deck, driving right with a handoff moving right down towards the right post. A bounce pass to Mansell, now back to Mitchell, and they reset with 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell moving left against that pressure Kentucky defense. Here's Watson across the free throw line, out on the right to Mansell, and a long 2 is no good from the right corner, but it's a shot clock violation.
So that if that defense is any indication, Kentucky's going to be ready to play this game tonight. Boy, this team is very quick. They like to get up and down the floor, does Jackson State. And Kentucky made them use the entire shot clock.
Referees for tonight's game, Jason Baker, Sean Seals, and Michael Swoboda. Kentucky basketball, bounce pass to Brown, and he misses the right-hand layup as he came open along the baseline. Here comes Jackson State on the run out after grabbing the board. It's Mitchell along the baseline off the window, no good. Loose ball picked up by Carr off the rebound. Ahead to Butler, far sideline. Right corner, Robinson, a three. Got it.
Always good to see his first shot go down.
He had 20 points in the victory over Lipscomb earlier this week. Butler trying to stay in front of Watson up the floor. Watson with the dribble handoff to McMillian, who fires a three and answers off the left side. McMillian had 16 points in the loss to Western Kentucky on Wednesday night. Here's Carr up top. Carr from the free throw line out to Butler right wing. Now to Williams upstairs. Towards the left corner to Owe. Owe's separation along two is partially blocked. Loose ball picked up by the Tigers. Up the near sideline comes Mitchell. Mitchell over Carr. Carr altered the shot. Might have got a piece of it, period. Picked up by Grant. And the Tigers maintain control with a 15-second shot clock. McMillian, left side to Mansell. Well above the arc. Now in the left corner. Mitchell with a bounce pass to Grant along the left baseline. He's on Owe. Grant into the lane, gets fouled from behind. And that one's going to go on Robinson, his first, and the team first. Tied at 3, 18:04 to go first half.
Now, Grant's a big boy, obviously, 7-footer and 290. And I'm not sure how Owe got switched out on him, but you don't want that mismatch very often, that's for sure.
Grant is 8 out of 10 at the free throw line this year. First one is up and in, and that gives Jackson State the early lead.
Pretty good touch for a big guy at the free throw line.
He comes in averaging almost 7 points a game. Transfer out of Florida A&M. He was named first team All-SWAC in the preseason. The Southwest Athletic Conference. Both free throws are good. And 5 straight points for the Tigers. They lead 5-3 over Kentucky. Owe got the inbounds from Robinson. Cross-court pass to Butler. Now they swing it back on the left to Owe. He's into front court. Owe between the rings with a right-hand dribble. Comes out towards half court on the right side. He's hounded by McMillian. Owe comes into the lane out to Robinson. Left corner three for the lead. Rattles home.
And this Jackson State will run all different kinds of defenses at Kentucky. They'll have to be able to figure those out.
Jackson State handoff to Mansell on the right wing. He's guarded by Carr. Flashes into the high post. He's in the lane near the logo. Bounce pass out to Watson, and it's Butler who comes up with a steal off of Watson. Here's Butler the other way. Drives down into the lane, left side, gets covered up in a double team. Somehow maintained it out to Owe. Free throw line jumper off the ball fake is good for Owe as it bounces in.
Nice touch. I love the pace of this game for Kentucky. They want to get up and down also.
3 minutes into the game, 8-5, Kentucky leads it. 6 points early for Robinson. And now Owe steps in front of a pass. He's on the run. Owe, 2 hands on the finish. And now Amari Williams up the floor, steps in front of a pass on the far sideline and falls into the Kentucky bench with the basketball. It'll stay with the Tigers, but Williams hustling that time nearly came up with a steal of his own.
Really nice job defensively thus far in this game for Kentucky. Starting it off the way they need to, and that is showing this team they're here to play tonight.
7 straight points for the Wildcats. They lead 10-5. 16:48 to go in the first half. Watson to trigger it far side. Finds Mitchell. Quickly back to Watson. He curls towards the right elbow. Gives it to Mitchell. Bounce pass down low to Grant, and Grant got fouled. The shot wouldn't finish.
Well, that's Owe again, I think. Might be his second.
That's his first.
No, his first.
Yeah, first and team second. So Robinson and Owe each with a foul. And Grant back to the line for 2. This Jackson State team is playing their second of 3 teams currently ranked in the top 10. First free throw bounces short, no good. They played number 4 Houston on the road and lost that one 97-40. After they play Kentucky, they turn around and play an Iowa State team that's ranked in the top 5.
Well, they get their budget covered in the first month and a half of the season by traveling all over the place.
Second free throw bounces off, no good, so he's 2 out of 4. Rebounded by Kentucky. Here's Williams up the far sideline. Stops just inside the arc. Back out to Butler, right side high. 20 on the shot clock. Carr passes left to Robinson. Touch pass to Butler. Deflected. Butler comes up with it out of the air. Driving left baseline. Right-hander good. 12-5, and that's 9 straight points by the Wildcats. Left side high, McMillian with the dribble. He's related to Dale Brown out of Pascagoula, Mississippi, a 6'3" freshman. McMillian moving left off the high screen, driving Williams down towards the left baseline, passes out to Mansell above the arc. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Mansell, top of the key, a long 2 is good.
Pretty nice jump shot that time by Mansell.
Carr, right corner, comes back to Owe. Kentucky out of transition, settling into the half court. Williams, top of the circle. Looks left. Finds Butler above the arc. He's open. Left side 3. Got it. Kentucky now 3 out of 4 from distance. And this is a Jackson State team that gives up a lot of three-pointers. Teams are shooting over 47% from beyond the arc against the Tigers. Grant trying to back Williams down into the right low post, and he traveled.
Yes. Thought he might have gotten away with that, Darren. He just slid that foot enough to get the advantage.
Well, it was a really good move to get open for the layup, but it wasn't a basketball move.
It was not. Almost got away with it.
Timeout on the floor. 15:20 to go first half. It's Kentucky 15, Jackson State 7 on the UK Sports Network.
BBN Game Day. It's your weekly look inside UK athletics. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on LEX 18 and stations across the state. Check ukathletics.com/UK Sports Network for stations and times in your area. BBN Game Day.
Happy holidays from the Kentucky Lottery. Add some cheer to your holiday season with our festive holiday scratch-offs. Treat your Christmas list to the chance to win up to $500,000. Don't forget to get some for yourself, too. Purchase at any Kentucky Lottery retailer for your chance to win today. Visit kylottery.com for more details. Please gift responsibly, Kentucky.
Hey, Wildcat fans! Little Caesars, the home of hot and ready pizza, invites you to try our world-famous Crazy Bread with crazy sauce, Caesar wings, Italian cheese bread, and our new cookie dough brownie dessert. At Little Caesars, we begin each day with dough made fresh from scratch, fresh, never frozen cheese, and the tastiest toppings. Little Caesars is also a proud partner of UK Athletics and an enthusiastic member of Big Blue Nation. So go Cats!
Pizza, pizza. BBN Game Day. It's your weekly look inside UK athletics. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on LEX 18 and stations across the state. Check ukathletics.com/UK Sports Network for stations and times in your area. BBN Game Day.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Kentucky, come see for yourself. Wildcats with a 15-7 lead over Jackson State. Kentucky shooting 3 of 4 from distance and 6 of 8 from the floor. The Tigers 2 out of 5. And just 1 for 1 from long range. And that was something that Coach Pope talked about in shoot-around, running them off the three-point line. That's one way they can get an equalizer tonight.
Yeah, you have to make sure you do that, Darren. And Kentucky certainly has done that thus far. They made one, but from way out on the floor. Darren, one stat I'm going to pay close attention to tonight is the assist total for Kentucky. In the last game against Lipscomb, Kentucky had just 10 assists in that game on 34 made baskets. That's not the percentage Kentucky's used to. Tonight is more like that. They have 4 assists on their 6 baskets that they've made. So that's going to be really big. That tells me the ball's moving, the offense is flowing. So I'm anxious to see how they do.
Out of the timeout, they check in Kobe Brea, the graduate student out of Washington Heights, New York, 6'7", 215 pounds, averaging 14.5 points and shooting a robust 79% from beyond the arc. Butler comes to Robinson, down low to Carr towards the left block. Carr deeper into the lane now, covered up, comes back out to Butler on the left side. Now to Carr above the arc. Carr moves across the free throw line to the right, finds Robinson. He's open. Got it. Wow.
He's very confident tonight, no doubt about it, and he shot it lights out in shoot-around this morning.
Robinson was 3 of 6 from beyond the arc against Lipscomb Tuesday night. He's 3 for 3 tonight with 9 points, and it's 18-7, a 15-2 run by the Wildcats. Off the bench is Tamarian Hoover for Jackson State. Hoover's a freshman out of Yazoo City, Mississippi. A shot off the right wing is good. 18-9. That was a long two, and now we've got a late whistle and an offensive foul on Kentucky as McMillian hit the deck and drew the whistle on Lamont Butler. Kirk Creasa comes into the game for the Wildcats, and so does Ansley Almanor. He's in for Carr.
Well, that foul on Butler should be half a foul. He did raise his arm up and extend it some, but a great acting job on the other side. I think that was that was Wilson who did a nice acting job.
Here's McMillian with a lob and a dunk on the left side for Mansell. 18-11, 4 straight points for the Tigers. Creasa in the front court finds the trailer Brandon Garrison, who's also just into the game. Garrison around the top of the arc, looking for a pass, finds Creasa on the left side. Creasa to Brea on the right side high, still above the arc. Almanor takes the handoff, gives it back to Brea on that right side. Shot clock under 10. Brea backs out, now to Almanor in the corner. Robinson chucks the three, no good. And the rebound underneath goes to Dylan Canoville out of Plantation, Florida. He's a junior that just came in for Jackson State. McMillian on the right wing, goes between the legs with the dribble, cuts towards the corner, passes out front to Reyna, and Reyna's shot's blocked in the lane. Loose ball taken out of the air by Garrison. Gives it away to Creasa in transition, right side of the floor. Creasa crosses over the screen by Garrison and fumbled the basketball. It's picked up by Canoville, and on the run out, Brea knocked it out of his hands out of bounds, but they get Brea on the foul.
Well, that looked like a pretty good defensive play by Kobe. He slapped down at the ball. The ball went straight down and off the leg of, I'm not sure, one of the Jackson State players, but Canoville's who that is. And boy,
well, the fans here at Rupp didn't like the replay any better than the live ball.
Kobe doesn't complain very often, but he complained about that one.
Canoville shooting towards the student section, misses the front one long. He's now 6 out of 15 on the year at the charity stripe. It's 18-11 Wildcats, 13:01 to play first half. Canoville with a second attempt, and that one goes in. 18-12, so they've cut it down to 6 after Kentucky led by 11 at 18-7. Creasa in the front court finds Garrison near the free throw line. Back out to Robinson, now to Kerr Creasa, to Robinson right side. Top of the key, Garrison, left wing pass to Creasa in the corner. Here's Brea coming open off the screen. Brea on the left wing. Long pass to Robinson on the right side. Robinson near the baseline, backs out above the arc. Now to Almanor, and they try to work it underneath to Garrison. Ball knocked away by Mansell, and it's covered up by Reyna the third, but Garrison's able to get it away from Reyna, who was on the floor. Here's Kentucky's Almanor, left corner three. Bottom, off the scramble.
It wasn't quite the way Mark had it drawn up, but they got the three-point shot to go.
21-12, Kentucky now 5 of 7 from distance. Remember, they want to shoot at least 35 threes a game. Reyna in the left corner swings it upstairs to Mansell between the rings. Mansell top of the key, a long two out front is no good. Brea goes high in the air for the rebound. Far sideline, Kobe Brea brings it into front court. Uses Garrison as a pick, drives into the lane. A right-hand floater's good. And a timeout, Jackson State. Mo Williams needs a break. And they'll stretch that one. They'll stay a 30-second. Never mind, they did stretch it to a full. I thought so. 11:47 to go in the first half. It's Kentucky 23, Jackson State 12 on the UK Sports Network.
Hey, DQ. Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws it. It's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Your favorite college football coaches are listening to Full Ride on SiriusXM College Sports Radio.
Clemson coach Dabo Swinney.
I hear you on the radio all the time.
Brent Venables, Oklahoma Sooners.
Coach Neuheisel, you've been an 8-foot giant to me in this profession.
I'm sorry that I'm not 8 feet tall. Coaches, they're just like you.
Okay, yeah.
Full Ride with Chris Childers and Rick Neuheisel. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to noon Eastern on SiriusXM College Sports Radio. Channel 84 and on the SiriusXM app.
BBN Game Day all season long. The show airs on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on WLEX here in Lexington. Check UKathletics.com/UK Sports Network for TV affiliates and times in your area. Fans outside the state can also watch on UKathletics.com/videos or on the Kentucky Wildcats Facebook page. Darren Hedrick sitting in for Tom Leach tonight alongside Jack Gibbons, and Kentucky with a 23-12 lead. We just saw two legends on the floor as part of the Unity Series here tonight. Kenny Skywalker for Kentucky and Purvis Short for Jackson State.
Well, Purvis Short was a machine offensively all throughout his career. Played a number of years in the NBA and was just a tremendous talent. Of course, we know Kenny Walker and all that he has done both here at the University of Kentucky. I don't like Kenny all that much because he passed me on the all-time scoring list, man. He moved me from 2 to 3. Now he's number 2.
Here's Rain off the right side, and the three's no good. Colin Chandler grabs the rebound. He came in out of the timeout. Chandler, top of the key, a three in transition. Yes.
Well, and I like it that he didn't have time to think about whether or not to take that shot. Just let it fly.
He give Creasa the assist on that one. So he grabbed the rebound and made a three on the other end, 26-12. And now Chandler knocks the ball free from Mitchell. It's picked up by Brea. He brings it into front court, stops on the right side above the arc. Bounce pass down low to Garrison towards the right block. He's along the baseline in the short corner. Out to Almanor for a three. That's offline. Rebound taken by Garrison, and he had it stripped away by Watson of the Tigers. Watson one-on-one with Chandler, goes to the basket. Shot rejected. Picked up by Canoville, who scores with a left-hand layup. Canaville, beg your pardon. Here's Creasa with a bounce pass to Garrison, and he slams it with a right hand.
And somebody lost the shoe. I saw it flying across the floor.
That's what distracted me on Garrison's drive in the lane. There was a shoe went flying by, and I thought, who throws a shoe?
Well, that's a good way to get a block, but he missed it. Actually, it just flew off of his foot as he was running down the floor.
So Garrison gets the right-handed dunk, but now the officials are talking about something. Did they stop play before the dunk?
Well, they were saying give him time to put his shoe on, take a little time on the bench, but the other official came in and said, hey, we don't need a timeout here. So we've got to play on, and that's what they're doing.
So the dunk is good. It's 28-14. And it'll be Jackson State ball.
I don't know, did they call something on that?
I'm waiting to see. I don't think they did, but I think Coach Pope's wondering why there was a full timeout on that. Here's Mitchell off the right side. No good on a three-point attempt. Garrison with a rebound. Canaville is a very physical presence down low for Jackson State. Here's Kerr off the left side, and a three bangs off, no good. Into front court quickly come the Tigers. Hoover, left side to Reyna. Juan Reyna, the third. Gives it to Cannaville at the free throw line. Off to Mitchell at the top of the key. Shot clock at 12. Hoover with the basketball now. He spins into the high post, puts it up from the top of the lane, no good. And the rebound is tipped out to Krisa. Krisa quickly on the charge to Almanor. The three, yes!
I love it. I love it, man. Don't even think about it. This team lets it fly.
Kentucky now 7 of 11 from distance. They lead 31-14 as a three by Hoover bricks away, no good off the left side. Krisa to Chandler across the court right side. Now they center it to Garrison. Garrison with the handoff to Krisa. Curls to the free throw line. Pass to Almanor. Left wing. No good on the heat check.
I wanted that one to fall, man.
Rebound by Cannaville. Reyna brings the ball into front court. 30-footer from up top's no good. Garrison taps the rebound to Krisa. Krisa ahead to Brea. Left side lay-in good. Mo Williams needs another timeout. Kentucky beginning to fly high here at Rupp Arena.
Up and down the floor. This is Kentucky basketball. This is the way they play it.
8:59 to go in the first half. Kentucky 33, Jackson State 14. We'll take a timeout with them. 8:59 to go in the first half. Kentucky 33, Jackson State 14 on the UK Sports Network.
If you're a part of Big Blue Nation, then you need to listen to Clark's Pump and Shop BBN Radio on the UK Sports Network. Airs Monday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. immediately following the UK Healthcare Mark Stoop Show. It's a 1-hour insider's look at UK athletics, hosted by Darren Hedrick, and a rotating cast of coaches, players, and your favorite UK Sports Network personalities.
Victory! Kentucky!
Get inside the program with Clark's Pump and Shop BBN Radio, Monday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. on the UK Sports Network.
Whoa. Before you use that backhoe, where's the gas line? And where's your wallet? Because you hit a gas line and it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
Hey, BBN, Coach Pope here. Our program's mentality is relentless 24/7 work. Total dedication every day. It's what it takes to raise banners. And it's what it takes to tackle the Commonwealth's biggest healthcare challenges. Big Blue determination. It's why UK Healthcare is the #1 hospital in Kentucky and the official healthcare partner of UK Athletics.
Subscribe to the Behind Kentucky Basketball podcast presented by UK Federal Credit Union today. It's available for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and the official UK Athletics app. Kentucky leads at 33-14. Tigers with the basketball. Oweh back in the lineup for the Wildcats. So is Williams. And Shannon Grant back in for the Tigers. He's got it in the low post. Oweh steps in front of a pass but couldn't control it. Grant got it back. Grant in the low post, lays it off the window from the right side and scores it.
Tough break for Kentucky on that play, man. Defense was active again. They should have had it going the other way.
33-16, 8:22 to go in the first half. Here's Oweh up top. Oweh moving left. Comes back to Krisa near center circle. Pass right to Almanor. Towards the corner to Chandler. Back to Almanor, cutting right baseline. And Almanor gets fouled as he left the layup short. That foul's going to go on Hoover. So the first foul on Jackson State. First on Hoover.
By the way, Darren, at that last break, Kentucky with 10 assists on 13 made baskets. So
that's efficient.
That's a very, very good number for Kentucky.
Almanor at the line shooting two. First one is up and in.
And leading 15-1 on fast break points is Kentucky.
Almanor now 5 out of 6 at the charity stripe. Krisa goes back for a breather as Butler returns to the lineup. So you've got Butler and Chandler out there. Almanor, Oweh, and Williams. Second free throw is good. 35-16. And now Carr tags in for Almanor.
Some great minutes off of the bench for Kentucky.
8:11 to go in the first half here at Rupp Arena. Trying to get it in to Watson. They finally do. Good pressure there from Butler. Make him work for it. Watson finally gets it across half court at the center circle. Handoff to Mansell. Back to Watson, and Williams blocks the shot at the point near the rim. Rebound taken by Carr. In transition, gives to Williams with a mighty flush coming down the lane.
Feed the big guy. Make sure you get him involved. He gets the block, clears it up on one end, runs the floor, and dunks it on the other.
That was tonight's CareSource Active Heart moment of the game. CareSource featuring easy-to-afford marketplace health plans. CareSource, we got you. Floater in the lane is good for McMillian, and it's 37-18. 7:27 to go, first half. Williams bounce pass. Owe cutting baseline, and he lays it in.
Williams is so good, man. He's such a good passer.
Second assist for Williams. Coach Pope said in shoot-around that as Mansell goes into the lane, he lost the ball. It's picked up by Owe on the run out. Owe slams it with a right hand. On the back the other way come the Tigers. A quick three in the right corner is no good by Mitchell. Over the backboard and out. While we have a second, Jack, during shoot-around, Coach Pope told his team that the Tigers will occasionally overplay baseline drives, and that would be open tonight. So timeout on the floor. It's Kentucky 41, Jackson State 18 here on the UK Sports Network.
Toyotathon is on. Our biggest event of the year is better than ever with our biggest and best selection, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through December 2nd, you can lease a Camry LE from just $269 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Wildcat fans, cue the shine and savings. The new Zips Car Wash app is available for download. Keeping your ride sparkling clean has never been more rewarding. Get the free Zips app and earn points for every in-app purchase, including memberships. Then turn those points into free car wash rewards. Download the app today and your first wash is free. Visit Apple App Store or Google Play Store and search Zips Car Wash now. Zips Car Wash, official car wash of the Kentucky Wildcats.
What does being part of this community mean to Coach Mark Pope?
For me, being part of this community means having common goals. Working together to achieve those goals to make things better for everyone around you. Central Bank's been doing that since 1946.
Central Bank is proud to be part of this community and proud to be the official bank of UK athletics. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky basketball this winter on Monday nights with the UK Healthcare Mark Pope Show. That'll be followed by the Bluegrass Hearing Clinic Kenny Brooks Show and Clark's Puppet Shop BBN Radio. Make sure you're with us all winter long on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern here on the UK Sports Network. Cats with a 41-18 lead here in the first half. 6:58 remaining. They're shooting 7 of 12 from beyond the arc and 6 of 22 for the game. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Kentucky, come see for yourself.
Darren, you mentioned that baseline being open for Kentucky. Jackson State plays defensively totally opposite of Kentucky. What they will do is they will challenge the passing lane to try to pick the ball off. Kentucky is there on the catch. They want you to catch it, but they want you in front of them. And since Jackson State is shooting the gap, that is a reason why Kentucky and that baseline is so much open, because defensively there's no one there to stop you.
Kentucky will have the ball as we resume play here at Rupp Arena inside Central Bank Center. Carr finds Robinson, who's back in the game. They lob it inside to Butler, just outside the paint. Butler spins down into the right block. Grant blocks his shot off the right hand. Loose ball picked up by Watson. Tigers have the basketball in front court. Butler picks up Watson between the rings. He moves to the right side of the key. Bounce pass down low to Mansell, covered up by Carr. Mansell one-on-one with Carr, spins into the lane, forces up a right-hander, good, and a foul's called. That's going to go on Carr.
Carr was there in pretty good position, Darren, but just like so many players do, you have your hands straight up in the air, but just at the last second, you try to bring those hands down and block the shot, and you end up getting the offensive player on the arm.
Mansell missed the and one. It's 41-20. Kentucky leads it. Here's Williams quickly in the front court for the Cats. Finds Owe on the left side. Owe crosses to the free throw line, passes left to Carr. Carr with a shot fake, backs into the high post, out to Owe straight away. Owe spins his way into the lane. Owe goes to the basket, off hesitation, lays it in.
And that really strong upper body helps him to clear out.
Right hand on the dribble. Watson hands it off to McMillan high on the right side. He backs near the center line. Owe's right on top of him. McMillan passes left to Reyna. Reyna cross court to McMillan on the right. Owe stays with him. 9 on the shot clock. Nearly slips and falls. Passes left to Mansell. Bounce to Grant Smith, or I beg your pardon, Shannon Grant along the baseline. Comes into the lane, puts up a right-hander and scores. That's Grant Jr. 6 points, 43-22. Williams comes down to the top of the key, finds Butler left side for three. Overshot it. Rebound to Mansell. Gives it away to the Tigers up the floor. Watson in transition to Reyna, left side three. That's off the back end of the rim. Long rebound is hustled and won by Carr.
Andrew Carr need a basket here.
Owe fires off the left side and hits a long three. 8 of 14 are the Wildcats from distance, and now Owe comes up with a steal, saves it into Robinson, ahead to Butler for the left side lay-in. Back the other way comes Watson. He drives all the way to the basket and scores in transition. Butler hustles into front court, draws the defense at the high post in the blue lane, and a foul's called on the Tigers. It's on Reyna, his first, team second.
Andrew Carr, since that Duke game where he was so big down the stretch of that game, he has not been as involved in the offense as he was, so he really needs to find a way to get a shot or two here to fall.
Owe and Williams go out. Garrison and Brea back in. Butler will inbound at baseline under the basket. 4:42 to go in the half. They find Brea, right corner three. Short and over the backboard to the Tigers.
Boy, it's so rare that he misses. I'm looking around like they must have a door open or something because he missed one finally.
0 for 1 tonight from distance. So that makes him 15 of 20.
Yeah, terrible shooting, huh?
48-24, Cats with a lead. McMillan takes the handoff, free throw line jumper, good.
Boy, they're shooting. They make some jump shots now.
Brea passes ahead to Robinson, left corner three, no, and the rebound to Reyna. Reyna, crossover dribble, comes to the right, charges towards the right elbow. They swing it back out to McMillan. McMillan's into the lane on a jump step, and his shot denied. Off the run out, Butler. Mansell kicks the pass. It was intended for Carr.
Well, one more dribble, and you have the alley-oop because you had Carr wide open on the wing.
4 minutes to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. It's Kentucky 48, Jackson State 26. Here at Rupp Arena, Darren Hedrick with you. Kentucky shooting 66%. They're 19 of 29, 8 of 16 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Jackson State's 11 of 26 and just 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Kentucky has spread the scoring around. Owe leads the way with 13. Robinson has 9. Butler with 7. And Almanor's got 8 points, including a pair of threes. Jackson State, 9 points from McMillan. Grant and Mansell with 6 apiece. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Kentucky, come see for yourself.
Darren, again, as you look at the stat sheet, Kentucky with 12 rebounds and Jackson State with 8, at least at that last break. I'm bringing that up because I look at the offensive rebound total. Kentucky with just 1 offensive rebound. But then you look over and you wonder why they're shooting 73% from the field. So not a lot of missed shots for Kentucky to go chase down.
And you were tracking assists. They've got 14 tonight on 19 made baskets, 19 of 29. So,
yeah, that's a great ratio right there. And then the turnovers, Kentucky with just 4. So they're protecting the ball even as much as they're getting up and down the floor.
We're at the U.S. Bank broadcast table courtside at Rupp Arena here in Lexington. Along with Jack Gibbons, I'm Darren Hedrick. U.S. Bank, put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Kentucky and all across the country since 1863. Kentucky with a 48-26 lead. They've led by as many as 26 in this first half, 48-22.
Well, they missed a couple of shots, and those shots just happen to be three-point attempts. And when that happens, they're long rebounds, and that plays right into the hands of Jackson State. So got to get back on defense to take away some of those transition opportunities.
Out of the huddle, Kentucky will have Brea, Robinson, Butler, Carr, and Garrison. For head coach Bo Williams and the Tigers, they can't really go that deep because of a couple of key injuries. Their starting point guard and another guard are currently out. They haven't been able to play. And there's some kind of an issue. The officials are talking about something around the goal to our left.
Yeah, I don't know if someone said the goal is kind of off a little bit.
But there's a wire hanging down. You could just I can just barely see it from here. It's a cable, maybe a mic cable.
Yes.
Or maybe one of the wires that goes to the clocks. But either way, there's a wire hanging down. And boy, with the way these guys get some lift off, you don't want anything hanging down. And they're going to need a ladder to fix that, it looks like.
Well, they're bringing a chair out, and that might get the 7-footer.
Is that little stool going to support one of those big guys?
Well, they sit on them, but that'll be the inside. Well, one of the he's not tall enough. I don't know why the smallest guy comes out of the stands to do it when you have those 7-footers out there.
Well, our good friends and UK Sports Network colleagues, Andrew Kappas and Cameron Mills, are on the call for the SEC Plus. We'll blame them for that equipment snafu. But they got it fixed with a stool and some willpower. Well, Carr's not satisfied with it. He's going to fix it further.
I guess with the NIL deal, they won't have to try to go get paid for the players paid for fixing that little issue.
Robinson comes open on the right side. 3 from the corner's no good. And the rebound is out off of Garrison, last touch. 3:56 to go until halftime. 48-26, Kentucky with a lead. Boy, Robinson got a great look after a defender for Jackson State fell down coming off a screen. Just couldn't get it to fall. Robinson now 3 of 6 from beyond the arc here in the first half. Mansell tried to haul in a lob, and Carr knocked it away. Loose ball picked up by Brea. Ahead to Carr. Out to Robinson. Left corner 3. Rattles out.
Well, another good look.
Yeah. Mansell with a rebound. 3.5 minutes to go. Watson takes the pass. Top of the key, a 3. No. Long rebound tapped out to Mansell. Mansell gives it to Grant along the left baseline. He's guarded by Garrison. Grant spins right, spins left, and lost the basketball. Picked up by Carr. Outlet to Robinson on the left side. Now to Garrison. Down low, Carr. Two-hand flush. Somebody got a mismatch on Andrew Carr, and that was an easy dunk.
Well, you know, you got a 7-footer out there, 290. He's not going to get in transition as well as some of those smaller guys.
Somehow McMillan got changed off on Carr, and he was just like, son, take it. I'm going to get out of the way. 50-26. With the basketball is Watson spinning around the left side near the short corner. Out to Mansell on the right. Mansell into the high post. Robinson nearly stole it away from him. Turnaround jumper's no good. And Kentucky's Robinson with a rebound. Robinson stops near he's between the rings. Comes right to Garrison on a nice little touch pass. Garrison. Bounce pass to Bray on the right baseline. Out as stolen. Watson picks it off. It was intended for Robinson. Watson comes out to Reyna in transition. He shot fakes the three. Drives in free throw line. Rejected by Garrison. Loose ball picked up by McMillan. 15 on the shot clock. Grant comes to Mansell in the right corner. Mansell against Garrison. Out to Reyna. Long three is no good. Garrison with a rebound. Under 2 minutes to go.
Not the prettiest shot by Reyna.
The ball comes off his hand different.
Little twist on it.
It's like a sideways roll. Here's Garrison from the left side. No. Thought about the three. He was open. Here's Watson into front court for Jackson State. Driving right over Butler. No good with the runner.
Got to score here.
Butler comes into front court. Gives it to Carr, who adjusts in mid-flight. Turns a slam into a little scoop roll for the layup. Grant. And Butler's got to concede ground to Grant on the other side for a layup.
Yeah, but he didn't get past the free throw line that time as Kentucky went down and got a quick basket.
52-28 Wildcats. Here's Robinson, a right-hand leaner, won't go. Grant with a rebound. Robinson getting a little frustrated. He's had a couple of looks and they won't fall. Here's McMillan, left wing. 1 minute to go in the first half. McMillan trying to get around Robinson. Comes to the baseline, forces up a floater, and hits it.
Nice defense. Wonder if we'll get a 20-second timeout here. Nope.
48 seconds to go until halftime. Butler comes into the low post on the diagonal drive and draws the foul.
Well, this has been up and down so much. Is either team end a penalty?
That's only the third foul on Jackson State.
Yeah.
Kentucky's been whistled 5 times.
Yeah, I didn't think either team would be in the bonus.
Robinson will go to the bench as Chandler and Creasa return. Butler will go to the bench as well.
Glad to see some lively legs in there right now for Kentucky. I think that up and down play, everybody was a little bit winded.
Inbounds comes to Carr. They worked to Garrison just outside the lane on that right side. Comes into the logo and a left-hand little baby hook's good.
Simplified his offense that time. Just went up with a little bit of a jump hook.
Yep. 30 seconds to go until halftime. 54-30. Kentucky leads it. Cannaville finally able to get it to McMillan on a bounce pass. Creasa is all over the freshman. McMillan on that left side dribbles the shot clock down to 10. Passes right to Watson. Watson above the arc on the wing. 5 seconds. Here's Mansell. Baseline Cannaville. Garrison altered that shot.
Got time.
5 seconds. Kentucky in the front court. Carr gives to Garrison. Garrison, a long three, is short and off to the right at the end of the first half.
Sometimes you just have to laugh to keep from crying, man. It wasn't very pretty.
Kentucky shoots 8 of 20 from beyond the arc, 59% overall. They've got the lead at halftime here at Rupp Arena. Kentucky 54, Jackson State 30 on the UK Sports Network.
Right corner, 3-ball, got it! Tune into the UK Healthcare Mark Pope Show on the UK Sports Network. Join the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach, and head coach Mark Pope as they take questions from the Big Blue Nation.
Another three! Got it! My goodness!
Join them at 6 p.m. every Monday night throughout the entire basketball season.
Just jammed it in on the putback.
Check your local listings for the UK Sports Network affiliate in your area.
Finished it with a left hand off the glass.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a
coolers stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Kentucky leads Jackson State 54-30 at halftime. It's time for tonight's first half stats presented by Toyota. The Wildcats shot 59%, 22 of 37, and 8 of 20 from beyond the arc for 40%. They were 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Jackson State 13 of 34 for 38%, just 1 of 9 from beyond the arc, and they were 3 of 7 at the free throw line. And Jack, some of the key factors you look at with the stats: Kentucky forced 10 turnovers. They've got a 16-5 advantage in points off turnovers and a 25-5 advantage in fast breaks. Rebounds are even at 19 apiece, but some of that's due to wild shots and turnovers.
Well, that's a problem for Kentucky. When you look up and it's 19-19 rebounding, Kentucky had led in that category the entire game. Once they started missing shots, yes, that gave the Jackson State an opportunity to make sure they get out on the break and get those rebounds. So Kentucky's going to have to rebound that a little bit better, get better position on their shots.
Kentucky was led in scoring by Owe, who had 13, Robinson with 9. Almanor finished the first half with 8. Butler had 7 to lead the way. 4 points apiece for Garrison, Carr, and Brea. Chandler had 3, 2 for Williams. Jackson State led in scoring by McMillan, who had 11 points, and Grant had 8. That's tonight's first half stats presented by Toyota. We've got more coverage coming up. This is the UK Sports Network.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio. What a play! From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, SiriusXM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mams.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the year.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, SiriusXM 87, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Sports Grid Radio on SiriusXM has you covered this college football season.
An absolute clash of the Titans gets underway with the 5th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers head to 2nd-ranked Ohio State to take on the Buckeyes. The Hoosiers haven't beaten Ohio State since 1988 and come into this one as 12-point underdogs. Make sure you tune in to Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Smooth enough for the sheets. Of the moment. Their internet connected devices.
Welcome back in as the Cats lead Jackson State 54-30. Let's check in on what's going on around campus with UK at the half.
Hashtag Icon in the Trend is a peer-to-peer tobacco prevention and education program out of the UK College of Education. UK pharmacy student Griffin Nemeth is the Youth Advisory Board coordinator for the program and educates high school, middle, and elementary students about the dangers of tobacco and e-cigarette products.
We're trying to ensure that the students to whom we present are better educated about the issues concerning e-cigarette use so that they're more well-informed before making that decision for themselves. Most people don't know what's going on in terms of youth use. The youth themselves know, that's why we engage them so heavily, but a lot of public health professionals don't even know the extent.
A big component of the hashtag Icon in the Trend program is training high school students to present in their communities and engage with their state legislators.
A large part of our Youth Advisory Board experience, in addition to being a year-long mentorship and professional development program, is to give students real-world advocacy experience. And so that's accomplished through training them to meet with their legislators, training them to talk to communities and peers about the issues. We like to see students engaged at the Capitol, and so when we do our state advocacy days at the beginning of the year, we're ensuring that students have an opportunity to meet with their elected officials and get an opportunity to engage in the legislative process where they may otherwise not be able to.
Griffin can see a future where he blends his pharmacy education and his newfound love of advocacy into a career.
There's a lot that needs to be done on the policy landscape. That wasn't what I had intended to do going into the position, but it's since evolved to go there, and I really love it. I'm hoping I can bridge that with my pharmacy education, maybe find a career out of that. So we can do as much as we want at the local level, and it's really great, it's really impactful, but we need systemic change, and that's where policy comes in. We have to have laws that are protecting youth, and really everybody who's exposed to these products. I think advocacy in general is headed towards a youth focus. We know that vaping is a youth epidemic, and so youth need to be at the forefront of solving the issue.
For UK at the Half, I'm Steve Schaefer.
Thank you, Steve. We've got more coming up as the Cats lead Jackson State 54-30 on the UK Sports Network.
At US Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, US Bank.
At CareSource, we get you. We get that you're working hard, but you still need to buy your own health insurance. We get that you want big benefits for a small budget. That's why we've made our Marketplace health plans so easy to afford. In fact, 4 out of 5 Marketplace customers can get a plan for under $10 per month with financial help. So get great benefits, get a great rate, and know that we'll always have your back. CareSource, we got you. Enroll by January 15th at caresource.com/marketplace.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Each year, University of Kentucky student athletes provide more than 4,000 hours of community service. As Kentucky's insurance company, Kentucky Farm Bureau says thank you, because we also believe in doing our part to strengthen our communities. That's why our agents are also coaches, volunteers, and church members in your communities. We've found Kentuckians appreciate the personal service they get from someone who lives where they live. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
It's time to look at the Central Bank SEC scoreboard.
Welcome back in as we take a look at some scores from around the country. Of course, Kentucky ranked 9th in the country, leading Jackson State 54-50. In the meantime, also at halftime, Number 21, Florida is taking on Southern Illinois, and they are winning handily so far, 46-25. At halftime for the St. John's game, they are up 39-26 over Virginia. Coming up and starting here in just a bit, number 7, Houston's taking on Hofstra. Also at 8 o'clock, number 14, Creighton will host Nebraska. 9 p.m. on the SEC network. It'll be number 20, Arkansas, coming in at 3-1 and 3-0 at home. Will try to make it 4-1 as they host Little Rock. And 9:30, where we should all be, in the Bahamas at the Baha Mar Hoops. Baylor, number 13, taking on number 11, Tennessee. Tennessee undefeated on the season at 5-0. Baylor at 4-1, coming off that big double overtime win yesterday in the Bahamas over none other than St. John's. That will be a 9:30 tip on the CBS Sports Network. Meantime, at 10:30 on ESPN2, it'll be number 12, Duke, taking on number 17, Arizona. Duke 3-1 on the season. Of course, that lone loss coming to none other than the Wildcats. And then the Greenbrier tip-off in the Mountain Division, UCF falls to number 19, Wisconsin, 86-70. Of course, there is plenty of college football going on tomorrow as well. You know the Cats will take on Texas. That game is at 3:30 tomorrow on ABC. In the meantime, you've got Ole Miss and Florida, and the only other SEC game going on, 2 other SEC games going on, Missouri at Mississippi State, and Alabama will travel to Oklahoma. We've got plenty more coming up as the Cats' second half continues with Kentucky over Jackson State, 54-30 on the UK Sports Network.
Our lives are full of moments, big and small. And at Maple & J, we believe your jewelry should be there for all of it. That's why we craft each piece by hand, using precious metals made to endure all of life's demands. Timeless and tough, sentimental and chic. This everyday jewelry becomes a part of you and the memories you share with others. That's why we're proud to be the official jewelry of UK Athletics. Maple & J, never take them off.
Are you working against the clock and need metal fast? Hi, I'm Jeff Shepard. Metals Depot Express in Winchester had just what I needed to slam dunk my project. They stock thousands of shapes and sizes of steel, aluminum, stainless, brass, and more. From a handful to a truckload, Metals Depot is your one-stop shop for industrial metals. Shop online at metalsdepot.com or visit their retail store and warehouse in Winchester. Metals Depot Express. Get just what you need, delivered.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Manchester is Lexington's award-winning upscale boutique hotel. Located in the historic Distillery District, the Manchester features 124 guest rooms with 4 expansive suites, a spirited lobby bar, and 2 elevated dining spaces. Grand Dam, the hotel's flagship restaurant, offers locally sourced bluegrass-inspired dishes. Lost Palm is our rooftop restaurant and bar, a tropical oasis featuring Latin-inspired shared plates and a tiki cocktail program with the best views of downtown Lexington. For reservations, visit themanchesterky.com. Here
at Rupp Arena, the Wildcats lead Jackson State 54-30, and right after the first half concluded, our Michelle Knezevic was able to catch up with head coach Mark Pope.
Coach, 16 assists on 21 made shots. How do you like the way your guys are sharing the ball?
I love the way the guys are sharing the ball. They're trying to make plays for each other. We had a lot of great assist opportunities that didn't turn into assists, so super proud of that.
How do you think the way they're reading this defense by Jackson State, switching it up a little bit?
I think our guy, us offensively, I think we've been fine. It's a little bit of a helter-skelter half. Our transition defense is an issue, but we got all kind of crazy stuff. We got wires hanging down. We got guys throwing shoes at each other. Hopefully the second half will look more normal.
Thanks, Coach.
And again, that was Michelle Knezovic with Coach Pope. And you heard him a little helter-skelter in the first half, Jack. And some of that is Jackson State. They throw so much at you that every once in a while they'll just win a play.
Well, that's the way they play.
Yeah.
And, they go play everywhere, Darren. They've seen it all. So they're not going to be intimidated coming into this building. Sometimes, though, you have to make them pay for the style they play. Kentucky did that a lot in that they rebounded the ball, got it out on the break, and they came up with 25 fast break points. But on the other hand, they will make it very frenzy and frenetic on the other end of the floor, which makes it hard for you to get caught up and find people.
When you talk about them not being intimidated from being on the road so much, a lot of teams come in here for their shoot-around, and they'll take pictures and do different things. Jackson State was all business during their shoot-around today. No pictures or anything. Came in here and went to work. Second half underway, Kentucky with a basketball attacking the rim to your right. They immediately go inside to Owe. His shot was rejected by Mitchell, and coming out of there with it is the Tigers. Mitchell has it swatted away by Owe. Turnabout's fair play. Ahead to Williams, now to Robinson, who slams it over McMillan.
Well, I'm glad Jackson got a shot right at the bucket. He's relying on that three-point line a bunch. Good to see him in the transition.
And that's 3 assists for Williams, who wears a smile on the other end of the floor. Watson between the circles. Passes left to Mitchell. Upstairs to Mansell. They were looking for McMillan on that backdoor cut. Here's Mitchell, right wing. Mansell straight away, a 3. Well, just off to the left. His 3 ball's good. A little bit left of the key. And it's 56-33. 19 minutes left in the game. Williams up top, hands off to Butler. Butler trying to get some room on that left side. Comes towards the low post. Fires a pass down low to Williams. Double teamed out to Owe. Right corner, 3 is short. Mansell and Grant fight over the rebound for Jackson State. In the front court come the Tigers. Mansell, right side high of the arc. Comes down inside the elbow now, all the way to the right baseline. Hesitates, puts up the shot, no good. Long rebound comes off to McMillan. He's into the lane. Right-hand floater rims off. And the long rebound tapped out to Butler. Kentucky's got 2-on-2. Butler down the right side, slams it home with the right hand.
You're not getting this one.
Watson's pass to McMillan, right corner in transition. He lets fly a 3. No good. Carr goes for the rebound, gets knocked down to the floor, and that'll be a foul on Grant of Jackson State.
Yeah, you have to make them pay for this up and down pace they want to play. You're going to get a lot of layups, and you talked about that earlier, and we've seen a lot of that happen. But it all starts with Kentucky rebounding the basketball.
Butler across center, comes right to Owe.
Low zone defense there.
Underneath the Carr right block, back out to Owe. Cross court to Robinson. Left wing 3. No good off the second bounce. Mitchell with the rebound. Jackson State the other way. He crosses half court on the right side of the center circle. Comes down inside the arc on the elbow. Hand off to Watson rolling and stutter stepping his way down the right side. He's able to get one off the glass. A layup makes it 58-35. Back the other way, left corner, Owe with a 3. That bounces off on the third attempt. Carr battles for the rebound and sticks it up and in.
Yeah, I just think it's important for Carr to find ways to score, man. The rest of the guys get fired up when he's involved offensively.
60-35. Carr with 6 points tonight. Here's Grant on the left baseline against Williams. Brings it up towards the high post. A lot of pushing and shoving.
Wow.
Grant physically backs his way down, misses the shot, and the rebound is off Williams out of bounds as Grant's asking for a foul, saying he got hit on the arm. Well, big fella, they let a lot go from both directions on that one.
Yeah, there could have been about 10 fouls called, and I'm really glad none. Because both guys got banged around a little bit.
That was just 2 grown men playing basketball right there.
2 big men.
Yeah, Mansell, top of the key, lets loose a long 3 that's no good. Rebound by Williams. Gives it to Butler, weaves his way through traffic. Down the right side,
that's
and
on
Mansell with a goaltend.
Yes.
Tried to reject the shot by Butler, but that's a goaltend.
Well, it hit the backboard first. And anytime that ball gets the backboard and you come in and hit it, they will normally call goaltending on that one.
So Butler's got 11 at 62-35. Kentucky's got 3 in double figures. Oway, Butler, and Robinson. Here's Watson into the lane, and Robinson strips him of the ball. 3-on-2, Kentucky. Robinson out to Carr, left wing, a 3. No.
Oh, boy.
Rebound tap to Grant, and the Tigers are coming right to left.
Kentucky has cooled off from behind that three-point line.
McMillan on the right wing, stutter steps to the free throw line. They swing it out to Mitchell, left side
Short.
3, and Butler may have got a piece of that one. Williams with a rebound for the Wildcats. Williams in the front court, fakes the handoff to Robinson, comes to Carr in the left corner instead. Carr works it to Williams, lob pass to Butler, right corner, upstairs Oway. Oway in the lane, goes to the basket and finishes with a two-hand flush.
Very nice. And you know, when that three-point line's not working for you and you know you're going to be able to score at the bucket, go for it.
64-35. Oway's got a team-high 15. That's a game-high 15. Watson to Mansell, and Carr kicked the basketball. And we'll make that our key scholarship, key play of the game since 1999. $532 million in scholarships and grants funded by lottery proceeds have been used right here at UK. The Kentucky Lottery truly is fueling imagination and funding education on that dunk by Oway. 64-35, Kentucky leads it. 15:52 to go in the game. Timeout on the floor here at Rupp Arena. This is the UK Sports Network.
The University of Kentucky.
Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws it. It's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Touchdown, Alabama! After your college football Saturday wraps up, it continues on College Football Overtime. Hear the top plays. Touchdown! My goodness! And from the top playmakers. Will Howard good enough to join us? It's College Football Overtime with Denton Day.
He's an alien. He's a freak. He's a mutant. He's the best player in college football.
Every Saturday starting at 11 p.m. Eastern on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and on the SiriusXM app.
Tonight's game is presented by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Kentucky, come see for yourself. Wildcats lead at 64-35, 15:52 to go in the basketball game. Kentucky 57% overall, 8 of 24 from beyond the arc, so they're on pace to hit that 35 three-pointers mark, but we haven't quite seen them make it at the clip that we have in some other games.
Yeah, they want that up around 40%. And they were cruising right along early in this game, knocking them down, and all of a sudden it's closed up on them, that three-point line not producing. So Kentucky doing a much better job getting to the basket.
Yeah, at one point they were 7 of 12, so they've only made one in their last 12 attempts after that. 64-35 Wildcats. They've got 3 in double figures. Jackson State has been outscored in the paint 36-20. And Kentucky tonight with 31 fast break points.
Yeah, they've been able to get the ball and get it up the floor and get it up there quickly.
Jackson State will inbound it near their bench. They get it quickly to McMillan along the right baseline. His shot is no good, and Oway comes out of the scrap with the basketball. Kentucky left to right, bounce pass ahead to Garrison, who just entered the game. He bounces it to Oway, who finishes with a thunderous right hand.
Great job running the floor. A little give and go right there.
17 for Oway leading the charge tonight. He led Kentucky in scoring earlier this year, 21 points. Mansell with a fadeaway off the left baseline. That's no good. Garrison with the board. Gives it ahead to Creasa. just love they call it the volatile energy of Creasa. And right as I say that, Watson comes up with a takeaway, and Garrison got back, tried to alter the shot, but it somehow goes over Garrison. Back the other way, Creasa, left corner, Robinson, a three, bottom. There it is.
That's big. So that could open it up for some other players.
Now 4 out of 9 is Robinson tonight from distance. He has 14 points. Grant has it right baseline against Garrison. Got under him. Too deep. Brings it out in front on the right. A little baby hook won't fall. Garrison, good defense there. Here's Creasa in the front court. Quick pass to Owe in the right corner. Now to Garrison. Right block. Garrison backing down Grant. Zips a pass to Robinson in the left corner. Little right-handed sidearm bullet. Robinson puts up a long jumper. No good over the backboard. That's the one thing about Garrison and Williams both. When they go to pass the ball, it's a fastball.
They want to make sure they hit their mark.
Yeah.
And they know you can't float a pass in there because a lot of them are in traffic and they're bounces. So you just have to have a little bit of steam on it to complete the pass.
Brea and Almanor entered the game for the Wildcats. So you've got Creasa, Garrison, and Owe out there with those two. Tamarian Hoover is in the game for Jackson State, along with Juan Reyna III. Reyna has the basketball right side. A little diagonal drive towards the high post to Canaville at the free throw line. His jumper won't fall. Kentucky with a rebound on a great box out. 4 white jerseys under the basket. Garrison takes it top of the key from Creasa. They look for the handoff to Almanor. It's covered up by the Tigers. Long pass comes out to Brea, left side high. 15 on the shot clock. Creasa now in the left corner. Creasa fires up a three. That's no good. Rebound Canaville. Away to Reyna. 13:40 to go in the basketball game. Reyna backs into the right elbow, now above the arc. Gives it to Hoover. Back to Reyna. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Reyna crossing over the free throw line. Left side fadeaway won't fall. Rebounded by Hoover under the basket. Splits through a double team and lays it in.
Headsy play right there. Tough shot. Didn't hit the rim.
69-39. Garrison takes the handoff, and he's stripped of the ball by Canaville, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Kentucky. And now Amari Williams will return to the lineup along with Chandler. Owe and Garrison go out. So Brea from across the way near the bench will trigger. Finds Williams between the rings. Left-hand dribble. Williams a little behind, pass to Chandler, who wasn't quite ready for it. But Chandler hauled it in. They come back to Williams. He drives down the left side, muscles it in, missed the shot, but buddy, he put it back up and in.
Man, he was determined on that one.
Wow. Here's Reyna coming down towards the right baseline. They quickly swing it out to Samuel, who's in the game for the first time tonight. Samuel takes Chandler inside the lane, out to Hoover, who gets fouled on a three-point attempt that's no good. Almanor will put him at the line for three, beg your pardon.
Yeah, that's the one play that coaches hate probably as much as anything.
Yeah.
Foul a guy behind the three-point line.
Kentucky leads by 32. This is not the first SEC team that Jackson State has faced. They went to Nashville and played Vanderbilt, lost that game 94-81. Vanderbilt scored 16 three-pointers on 38 tries that night in Nashville.
Yeah.
Hoover makes the first of his 3 free throws.
Well, they give up as many as you want to take, and we've seen Kentucky shoot a bunch of them here in this game tonight.
Yeah, 9 of 27. Second free throw is good. He'll get one more. 12:46 remaining in the game here at Rupp Arena. Third free throw, good. 71-42. So Kentucky, after a 32-point lead, is up 29 now as Chandler brings it into front court on the right side, drives through a double team all the way to the basket, and he was stripped on his way up. Didn't quite have a passing lane to get rid of it and nearly scored a layup.
Well, he wanted the layup. Someone reached in from behind and knocked that one away. He created a shot for himself for sure.
Creasa off the left baseline. Lob comes into Amari Williams on the left wing. Williams gives it to Brea, cutting baseline. Brea's in a little bit of trouble, but he is able to get off a reverse layup that's no good. He'll go to the line for 2. In the midst of all that traffic, somehow Jack Brea was able to not only maintain control of it, but even get a shot up.
Well, again, Amari Williams with the pass in traffic, and it somehow gets through all of that, and Brea is the only one that got a hand on it.
It's the first foul on Williams. Delisle Williams, who's in the game. Free throw is good for Brea as it bounces and rolls in.
Touches every part of the rim, but it does go down. But they're running at Brea to keep him off of the three-point line, that's for sure.
72-42 Kentucky. Second free throw comes off. And the rebound controlled by Cannaville. Ahead to Samuel, now on the left side to Hoover. Hoover takes Brea down low, got tangled up, no whistle. Here's Cannaville, back to Hoover in the left corner. Samuel up top, driving Almanor towards the lane, gives it to Cannaville in the paint. Cannaville out to Hoover. Hoover now comes into the lane, high post, right-hander, won't go, rebound Almanor. Away to Creasa. Creasa patiently into front court, Brea for three, got it!
Boy. Well, I've been begging for an opportunity for him behind the three-point line. It got there.
8 points for Brea. He's 1 of 2 at the line tonight as Reyna misses a three. Rebounded by Williams. They work it underneath to Cannaville. Cannaville over Chandler. We blocked the shot, but a foul is called. Got too much arm as he tried to swat that ball away, it looks like. That'll bring us to a timeout here at Rupp Arena. 11:45 to go in the basketball game. Kentucky leads Jackson State 75-42 here on the UK Sports Network.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Kroger with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Kroger, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
Hey, there's a penny by your foot.
A penny? Find a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck? Come on, let's aim higher. For the nickel.
But how often do you find free nickels?
Every day at Thornton's. Save 5 cents off per gallon of fuel every day with Thornton's Refreshing Rewards.
Then we need a new adage. Come to Thornton's, pump your gas, save some nickels with every pass. They'll add up to save a buck. How does that sound for a little luck?
That is way better than pennies.
Get 5 cents off per gallon of fuel every day at your local Thornton's. Valid on fuel purchases up to 35 gallons. Requires download of the Refreshing Rewards app and successful registration.
Hey, Cats fans, you can help Markey Cancer Center in its fight against cancer at the next home game at Rupp Arena. Just grab a souvenir cup for a chance to win great prizes like a VIP trip to a Cats away game, a visit Myrtle Beach vacation, or Cats merchandise. 75-42 Kentucky over Jacksonville. I knew I'd do that at least once tonight. Not Jacksonville State, it's Jackson State out of Mississippi. 57% shooting tonight for the Wildcats. They're 10 of 28 from beyond the arc for 36%, and they're up to 20 assists tonight.
Yeah, that percentage is starting to creep up on the three-point shooting. Hopefully they can figure out a way to get another one. Kentucky, again, with 10 three-point field goals made. So now what's that, 4 games in a row, 5?
Yeah. Cannaville at the line shooting 2. His first one is up and no good, and now they're going to get loud.
Yeah, they'll give him a hard time on this one to try to get themselves a chicken sandwich here tomorrow.
Second attempt, no good. Free chicken for everyone in the house tonight. Creasa comes away with a rebound. Quickly in front court, Almanor the 3, in and out. And the rebound to Williams of the Tigers. Williams up the center of the floor, finds Reyna on the left side. Back to Williams straight away. 11:25 to play in the game. Williams, handoff to Reyna, left side. He comes over towards the right side of the elbow. Reyna, top of the key against Williams.
No, good hands.
Just lost the ball. Williams got a piece on it, and the officials, the baseline official was screened. He couldn't see it, but it's out off Kentucky's Williams, like you said.
Yeah, he did get a hand on it. Quick hands. He was defending a little dude that time and was able to stay with him.
Williams to throw it in off the left corner. Comes out to Reyna, left wing. Reyna trying to get around Kriisa and puts up a tough shot over Kriisa. No good. Well defended. Here's Chandler off the rebound, and this pass up the floor is deflected and stolen. Hoover comes away with it. Hoover kicks it out to Reyna. They swing it upstairs to Samuel. Samuel comes inside the free throw line. Now on the right, Canaville. Canaville backs down Almanor, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the drive.
Yeah.
Stops the clock with 10:50.
Ainsley got him on the arm. Did a good job of bodying up with him to keep him from getting all the way to the basket, but he did get him on the arm as he let the shot go.
That's 2 fouls on Almanor. And Canaville, who just missed 2, is back to the line. His first one this time, no good.
They've earned their sandwich, so they won't get quite as loud on this second
Well, do you
one.
get another sandwich? No, I'm kidding. Jackson State now 6 of 13 at the free throw line tonight.
I think these fans would like to see him miss another one anyway, and he did.
He does. Amari Williams with a rebound. Clears it away to Kriisa up the center of the floor. Kriisa lobbed and tipped. Stolen by Canaville.
A lot of deflections here.
Canaville back the other way, finds Hoover, and Chandler knocks a pass intended for Williams out of bounds on the near sideline. It'll stay with Jackson State, and now Lamont Butler is going to come in for Kriisa.
For Kentucky, Lamont Butler replaces Kurt Kriisa.
Kentucky up to 8 turnovers. Inbounds will come near the center circle. Trying to move left off a screen. Looked like they wanted to pick and roll to Canaville, but Kentucky defended it well. Here's Hoover along the right baseline. Gives to Canaville in the lane over Williams. Williams rejects the shot out of bounds under the basket.
Frankly, Darren, in a game like this, it's very difficult not to have double-figure turnovers. I mean, you're up and down, and you've had trips to the basket. Everything just leads to taking more chances with the basketball.
Here's Reyna off the inbounds, handoff to Hoover, and Hoover nearly walked with the ball, tried to shoot it. Kentucky defended it. Reyna lets loose a 3 from the corner. That's no good. Williams with a rebound ahead to Butler. Butler finds Chandler right side of 3 in transition. You bet.
Well, when they get it on the break like that, there is nothing Jackson State can do.
6 points for Chandler. Back the other way, Williams comes in the right corner to Reyna. Handoff to Hoover. Hoover's 18-footer off the right. No good. Chandler with a rebound. Kentucky flying up the floor left to right. Chandler, little stutter step, drives right, comes into the low post. They swing it out to Brea, left corner, fires the 3. Got it.
Boy, I tell you, I just love a good shooter, man.
81-42 Kentucky. Here's Reyna, 3 from up top, no good. Butler with a board. Kentucky left to right. Butler finds Brea, left corner, Chandler, another one. Oh, short. Rebound to Butler, tapped out to Brea in the backcourt. Brea brings it back across the timeline, right side. Brea fires again. Oh. No! And Williams nearly had the rebound, but it's taken by Samuel of the Tigers.
Oh, man.
Samuel down low to Canaville for the 2-hand slam. Timeout. 9 minutes to go in the basketball game. Brea and Butler with 11 points apiece. Robinson 14, Oweh with 17. Kentucky's made 12 of 33 from distance to lead it 81-44. There's a timeout on the floor. This is the UK Sports Network.
With the money.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio.
What a play!
From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. with expert advice from Jeff Mans.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray. With two greats, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Allen going to take it and run, and he's into the end zone.
I like them going for it because the last thing you want to do is kick the field goal. You're up 5 with Patrick with the ball with 2 minutes left. You're like a sitting duck.
Spags didn't have the spy on this time on 4th down, and Allen got him in the 4th quarter with the scramble.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Tonight's game is presented by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Kentucky, come see for yourself. Cats with an 81-44 lead on Jackson State. They've shot 56%, 12 of 33 from beyond the arc, and they're up to 22 assists, 40 paint points, 37 points on the fast break. 9 minutes to go in the basketball game. They've got 4 in double figures, and one of those nights where you start looking in Kentucky on things they wanted to get done besides a win tonight, Jack. They're starting to check a lot of boxes. They've held Jackson State to 32%. They want to keep opponents 39 or less.
Yeah, that's always good, Darren, but I think you'll hear Mark talk more about rebounding the basketball after this game. That's for sure. I mean, Kentucky up, 37-33 in that category, but I think he would feel a little bit better about a little bit bigger discrepancy here in that category.
Here comes the press. Coach Pope said we'd see it, and they break it easily. A lob to Carr, but he gets fouled by Cannaville trying to either get a hold of the pass or knock the shot away. But we knew we'd see the press at some point. Kentucky handled it well.
Well, they've come with it kind of a soft full-court press a few times tonight, but Kentucky has gone right through it, so it's not that big a deal.
Carr underneath to Garrison, who twists his way into a right-handed dunk.
Well, both of the bigs are out for Jackson State right now, so you should be attacking the basket.
And the Wildcats lead it by 39. A 3 no good for Williams, Delisle Williams. Kentucky with another rebound. Butler in the front court. Carr up top, comes to Butler. Lob to Garrison on the left block. Garrison turns in front and missed it among several defenders for Jackson State. And the rebound is taken away by Hoover. Ahead to Williams. Williams comes into the lane, flashes out on the left elbow. Upstairs to Hoover. Back to Williams, driving left baseline, and he's stepped out of bounds.
Good job by Andrew Carr. Just keeping him off the baseline. Well, not allowing him to get the step on the baseline. Enough defensive pressure to force him out of bounds.
Robinson takes the pass on the right wing, and a pass intended for Carr went right through his arms and out of bounds on the far sideline.
Well, just a miscommunication. Andrew was making the cut to the basket. Jax was thinking he was going to spot up to rotate the ball to the other side of the floor.
9 turnovers for the Wildcats. Under 8 minutes to go in the game. 83-44. Samuel backs out right side high as Mo Williams calls the plays. The head coach for the Tigers. Samuel goes down the left side. Garrison there to cover him up. Out to Hoover. Left corner 3 at the shot clock horn is no good, but it did draw iron. Cannaville grabs it and is fouled from behind by Carr. It'll be 2 shots for Cannaville.
We'll see if he does any better on the free throw line right now. He's 1 for 6.
Yep. And he'll shoot those when we come back. 7:36 to go at Rupp Arena. Kentucky 83, Jackson State 44 on the UK Sports Network.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hunt Brothers Pizza, a partner of UK Athletics, joins Big Blue Nation cheering Go Cats. Our family has been proudly serving Kentucky families for 45 years. Just download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our locations nationwide. With all toppings, no extra charge, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Hey, as your favorite Big Blue football team goes hunting for trophies this season, UK Federal Credit Union already has one in the bag. Thanks to our dedicated team and the positive feedback from independent surveys of our members, we won Forbes' Best In-State Credit Union for 2024. Exceptional service, incredible rates, and convenient locations are just the few of the skills that we'll be using on our gridiron to help us earn your vote and make UKFCU back-to-back champions in 2025. It's UK Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the University of Kentucky. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Kentucky leading Jackson State 83-44. Darren Hedrick subbing in tonight for Tom Leach alongside Jack Gibbons here at Rupp Arena. Kentucky with 4 in double figures. Otega Owe with 17. Robinson has 14. 11 apiece for Butler and Brea. 8 points tonight for Almanor. Amari Williams with 8 rebounds to lead the way for the Wildcats on the boards. 6 for Carr. Garrison with 6 as well. Kentucky's also blocked 7 shots tonight.
Yeah, that's a high number for them. Because they normally get 2, 3, 4 game, but it's good to see them doing the job in the paint. Williams has been really good down there, but it's just one of those things where everybody is getting involved in the paint.
I'll tell you, one of the most impressive stats for me, I don't care who the competition is, in 3 home games, Jack, Kentucky scored 300 points. Yeah. They've got 83 more tonight. They may be on their way to another century mark.
They're well on the way.
Yeah.
If they knock down a couple more threes and gets the defense getting off of them a little bit, or coming out to them, that'll open up the paint again. So a lot of really good opportunities still left for Kentucky.
Cannaville at the line shooting 2, 1 out of 6, and he sinks the first one.
Well, I felt good for him. That one, man. You miss 4 in a row from the free throw line. You'll beat yourself up over that.
So he's now 2 out of 7, 6 points in the game tonight. And the second free throw is in. Goes 2 for 2 that time.
More full court pressure coming.
7:36 remaining. Looks like the 1-2-2. Butler quickly works it in front court to Carr on the right wing. He'll wait on reinforcements. Gives it to Butler. Right side. Now to Carr at the top of the key. They come back to that right wing to Robinson. Now Butler. Butler gives to Garrison. Garrison tried to go underneath the Carr and instead to Brea. Left corner 3. Bottom.
Boy, good decision.
Turned around and looked at his bench with a finger in the sky. Brea now 3 of 5 from distance. He's got 14.
Wow.
Samuel with a lob to Cannaville, deflected by Butler, who out-jumped him to Brea, ahead to Garrison. They tried to bounce it down low to Carr, and that was too far out of bounds.
Well, I'm not 100% sure why Brea gave it to him that far away from the basket anyway. You know, we're blessed to have some 7-footers who can handle the ball, but you don't want to have him in the middle on a full court fast break.
Carr's trying to lobby that the ball was tipped out of bounds, but they'll stay possession to Jackson State. And it's 5 in and 5 off for the Tigers. McMillan is back in along with Watson, Mansell, Grant, and Mitchell. So basically they're starting 5. Butler's going to stay in front of Watson to slow him down as he brings it into front court. Watson weaves his way towards the right side of the arc. Pass to Mitchell between the rings. Back to Watson. Watson towards that right corner. Spins his way into the lane, puts up the floater off the glass and scores.
Jackson State's going to make one more run at it.
Brea's wide open. Misses this three. Owe tips the rebound to Mansell, though. Jackson State back the other way. Here's McMillan, right wing, down to the baseline. Tried to give it to Mansell, and it's knocked away. Butler comes up with a loose ball. Butler weaves his way through traffic, give to Owe, and Owe's fouled by Grant. You're not going to move many mountains, but he tried.
You can climb them, though. That's where he really tried. That's what he tried to do. Still ended up getting the worst of that, but he'll get 2 free throws. But I was going to say Jackson State has reloaded. They brought their 2 bigs back in the game. So they're going to make one more push at Kentucky. We'll see how the Cats respond to it.
Away at the line for 2. First free throw hit short, but rolls in.
Well, even he had to laugh about that one. It hit the front of the rim, almost on the bottom side, and still found a way to roll over top.
18 points for Owe tonight. Second attempt. That one's much better. 88-48, Kentucky. 6:05 to play in the game. Watson calmly into front court. Bounce pass to Mansell on the left side. To the free throw line. Now above the arc to Mitchell. Mitchell tried to diagonally drive it. Butler swats the pass, but Mitchell collects it, and a little spin in the right post. Owe fouled him. And that'll be 2 on Owe and the 5th on Kentucky as Travis Perry reports to the scorer's table. 5:50 to play.
And I think this will be good for Travis because he'll be out there at least for a while with some of the starters, some of the main guys.
Free throws no good.
And I think that'll make it a whole lot easier for him.
Perry's in for Butler. And Mitchell at the line. One more shot here. He's 0 for 1 at the line. They are 8 of 17 at the free throw stripe as a team. Mitchell makes the second. Perry gets the inbounds. Covered up by Watson. Perry comes into front court, left side of the center circle. And Watson bats the ball away, but Garrison wins the loose tip. Garrison finds Brea up top. Brea comes back to Garrison, left wing. Tried to dish it to Perry, cutting the baseline. Covered up well by the Tigers. Brea takes the handoff. Straightaway 3. Bottom. Wow.
Boy, he gets hot, man. You might as well just... I mean, if you let him shoot it, you're in trouble, man.
Brea and Mansell doing a little talking up the floor, and right now that conversation's dominated by Brea after that 3. He's now 4 of 7 from long range. 5:05 to go in the game. Kentucky 91, Jackson State 49. Grant's got it in the high post. Owe comes up with a steal. Bounce pass ahead to Brea. Brea, 2 hands with a finish. Kobe Brea takes flight.
Oh, man.
And it's 93-49. 19 for Brea. He and Owe tied for the team lead tonight. 4:38 to go in the basketball game. Watson moves left off the double high screen. They come back to Mansell, open 3 over Carr. No good. And the long rebound. Perry nearly ran it down, but Mansell got there first. To Mitchell, and he banks in a 3 off the left side. Mitchell, it's his first shot from the floor tonight. He was 0 for 5. 93-52. Brea left wing. Does he take another trigger here? Brea bounce pass to Garrison, free throw line. Puts up the jumper. No. And the rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell, left side of the center circle, comes down to the wing, inside the arc. Back out to Mitchell, another 3. That one's good. Back-to-back 3s by Mitchell, and it's 93-55. Perry ahead to Brea. Back to Perry on that left side of the floor. Perry trying to dribble around Watson. Brea left corner, covered up by McMillan. Baseline Garrison. Back to Brea, left corner 3. Another one goes.
Goodness gracious.
Brea now 5 of 8 from distance. 22 points.
Wow.
96-55. Kentucky aiming for the century mark. Here's Watson up top. Dribbling against Perry. Perry nearly picked his pocket. Brings him into the lane. Watson, tough floater off the glass is good. Kentucky, by the way, now 15 of 37 from beyond the arc. So they've hit the 35 attempt mark that they look for. And they've made 15 for 41%. 3 minutes to go in the game. Carr on the right block against Mansell. Out to Owe above the arc. Owe, free throw line. Drives right, puts it up no good, and draws a blocking foul underneath.
There he goes trying to climb another mountain.
That'll bring us to our final timeout on the floor. 2:55 to go in the basketball game. It's Kentucky 96, Jackson State 57 on the UK Sports Network.
At the University of Kentucky, we do more than harvest from our rich legacy.
We sow and nurture the dreams and the dreamers.
The graduates who plant themselves here.
The seekers who advance patient-saving care and research.
The community leaders who transform lives.
We do more than survive in Kentucky.
We strive in Kentucky. We thrive in Kentucky.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You're invited to Critchfield Meats Family Market, now offering a fully stocked grocery store. You can find everything you need, including homemade entrees, sides, and desserts. Critchfield's has a full line of groceries where you can find Kentucky Proud products. You can even enjoy lunch with us at our hot bar, where you can try our tasty chicken or have a juicy burger at Butch's Grill, both conveniently located inside the market. At Critchfield Meats, you can taste the difference. We guarantee it. Now located on Southland Drive.
To 57, Kentucky leads Jackson State here at Rupp Arena. 2:55 to go. If he does not attempt another three-pointer tonight, Jack Givens, Kobe Brea will be 20 of 27 from beyond the arc through 5 games. That's 74%.
I would imagine he's out, okay, for the rest of this game.
5 of 8. You think he's done his job?
Well, listen, you know how I am about shooters, man.
Oh, I know. You love shooting.
I would like to never take him out and see if we can get 5 more from back there.
22 points tonight. It just, you know, and I think what is just as amazing when you see him shoot, Jack, is how many of those shots that go in don't even hit the rim. It's just net.
Just hit all bottom, man. I mean, that's, for a guy like me who loves good shooters, you can't get any better.
Out of the timeout, we've got Trent Noah into the basketball game, the freshman out of Harlan. Alongside Perry, Owe, Almanor, and Garrison. And Chandler waiting to check in, so I would imagine Chandler's going to be in for the shooter Owe if he's waiting to check in. Owe at the line for 2.
Wow.
He's got 19 points.
27 assists.
Yeah.
On 38 made field goals.
Free throw by Owe is good. It's 97-57.
That's very impressive.
He'll get one more here. Owe has eclipsed the 20-point mark once again. Second attempt, got it. 21, it's 98-57, and Chandler tags in for Owe. And you know what? Let's see if we can get Noah his first basket as a Wildcat tonight.
He's going to get it tonight. He definitely is.
Here's Watson in front court between the rings. 2:45 to play in the game. They bounce it underneath to Grant, left block. Back out to Mitchell. Long 3 is no good. And the rebound is chased down by Garrison of Kentucky. Away to Chandler up the center of the floor. Chandler moves towards the left. Back to Garrison near the top of the yard. Garrison gives it to Noah left wing. Noah back to Garrison. Garrison trying to spread the floor. Here's Perry right side. A step back 3. Bottom. Yeah. Listen to Rupp Arena. Kentucky's across the century mark. It's 101-57. And now a denial at the rim. And Jackson State steps out of bounds. Mansell trying to pursue the loose ball.
I didn't know Perry could get up like that, man. Wow, Travis, he got all the way up, knocked that one out of bounds. Well, how nice is it, though, for a young guy to be watching Kobe Bryant and those guys with that step-back three.
Chandler weaves his way across the free throw line. Up top, left side Chandler. Bounce pass underneath Garrison. Garrison in the short corner on that left side. Now backs into the lane. High post. No look pass is deflected. McMillan had it for a moment, but then as he was pursued by Noah, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Kentucky. Only a 7-second shot clock.
Yeah, he didn't get control of it, so that shot clock is not going to restart.
Chandler will trigger it near his own bench across the way. In the half court, they go to Perry, 5 seconds. Garrison upstairs, 4 seconds. And now we've got a whistle, and Watson got handsy on a screen against Perry, and that will be the 6th foul on Jackson State. 2nd on Watson, but it more importantly resets the shot clock to 20.
Guy grabbed him with 2 hands on that. Both hands he grabbed him.
Perry comes to Garrison, top of the circle. Lob to Almanor, but behind 2 defenders. Almanor lays it in from the right side.
He's such a smart player.
What touch on that pass to get it over 2 defenders.
The pass was great. Almanor caught it in traffic, but still kept his balance to get the shot off.
103-57. Here's McMillan, free throw line jumper, and Noah got a piece of that one. 1:13 to go as Garrison puts up the loose ball ahead to Chandler. Chandler thought about the 3. Here's the handoff to Noah.
Take that.
Noah screened. Shoot the 3, young man. Yes!
Shoot that.
Finally!
If you're ever going to shoot one, shoot it now.
Trent Noah gets his first bucket as a Wildcats, and it's a 3. Back the other way, and a foul under the basket. Garrison and Grant, they kept playing after the whistle, and the referees quickly make sure there's no extracurricular activities after the shove. 106-57 Cats as Noah gets his first shot to fall. And now here's further subs as Almanor goes out. Walker Horn checks into the basketball game. 51 seconds to go. Only the 6th foul, by the way, on Kentucky, so Jackson State's got to inbound it. Here's Mitchell. And above the free throw line, pull-up jumper won't fall. Rebound is tapped out long. Kentucky wins it. It's Perry to the basket. No good, but a foul's called. Chandler followed through with a slam. That's what the cheer was for, but Perry will be at the line to shoot 2.
He earned that one.
He did.
Came up with the steal and knew he was going to get hit as he took the ball to the basket. So these 2 free throws are well earned.
3rd foul on Watson, 7th on Jackson State. Free throw for Perry is good. 107-57. Kentucky on an 11-0 run. 2nd free throw's good. 51-point advantage with 35 seconds to go. This will likely be the last possession for Jackson State. Watson has it, top of the arc, drives right, goes to the basket and scores. There's a 0.1 second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Perry comes into front court, finds Noah. Kentucky's going to hold the ball. Why not shut off the shot clock?
Yeah. I think they did that the last game, and I looked up there, and there was a little bit of difference. And then the next time I looked up there, the shot clock was off.
Garrison to Perry. Perry shoots it short. Rebound Mansell. Final 2 seconds. Mansell will not get the shot off in time, but he dunks it anyway.
Nice dunk, though.
Yeah. And Kentucky shoots 44% from beyond the arc. They make 17 of 39 from distance. And the Wildcats top Jackson State 108-59, improving to 5-0 on the season. Jackson State falls to 0-6. Post-game coming up from Rupp Arena in just a moment here on the UK Sports Network.
At the University of Kentucky, we do more than harvest from our rich legacy.
We sow and nurture the dreams and the dreamers.
The graduates who plant themselves here.
The speakers who advance patient-saving care and research.
The community leaders who transform lives.
We do more than survive in Kentucky.
We strive in Kentucky. We thrive in Kentucky.
Every bank claims to have